Well, folks, so we took it out this past weekend and it failed. We backed it up into the water there at Lake Havesu. We fired it up, idled perfect, accelerated. I shut it off to connect the gas pedal cable. And when I did that, I pumped it 3 or 4 times, playing with it, trying to connect the cable to the carburetor. And it was on and functional. Went back to start it, and it backfired really loud. After that backfired, turned it on, it was misfiring and couldn't get it idle or stay on. So we went over to AutoZone, picked up some spark plugs, figuring maybe blew one out or cracked one or something. Fired it up, same thing, misfiring, and we think we may have bent the push rod. So we're gonna try and take apart the top end, do a compression test, and take it from there. We're gonna work on it and see if we can follow through. All right, so we did a compression test, and it reveals that there's nothing wrong with the engine. The next thing to check is the distributor, see if it's turning. Distributor appears to be turning properly. Let's take the valve cover off and see what we find. Alright, so in troubleshooting the eliminator, here's what we know so far. That the compression test that we did is at 150 to 152 pounds and seems to be pretty solid there. Number two, that the distributor turns and there's nothing wrong with the shaft or the gear. Sometimes that pin in the gear where it connects to the shaft breaks off, so it spins freely and with the engine, so nothing wrong there. Number three, that after firing it back up and touching the headers, realize the cylinder number 2 and 3 are not firing. They weren't hot, so we need to look into that, why that's happening. Not sure if maybe the valves are staying closed, maybe they're not opening properly, exhaust and intake. Have to check that out. If anybody out there has any input on what to look for or what else to check, DM us. Send me a message.